I'm curious to hear a little bit as well about your own Instagram. I mean, you have a solid following on that. Like, has the process for growing your personal brand and personal Instagram been the same?
That's been like in some ways very similar, but also very different. So yeah, so I don't have a huge following or anything. I know this podcast is a lot about like influencer, but my background definitely comes from, like you said, like working for brands, working for businesses, more of the freelance side of things.
Hmm.
But like I said earlier, I always loved watching these YouTubers, and like that's what I grew up on. And so, although, in general, the dream has been to, make a living making videos, specifically, it's doing so making my own videos with my own audience, my own following, right? So, I'm in a very pivotal phase in my life right now where I'm starting to get away from that freelance work and working with businesses, and now really focusing on that, building up my own following, my own audience, and all that stuff. So yeah, the process is a little bit similar, but there's also a lot of things different. But it really does go a long way, just like being a good person and just like being someone that's like fun and easy to work with and like be around. um, like there have been like a lot of instances where, I've worked for a lot of YouTubers, and they have millions and millions of followers and subscribers and everything. And like I've befriended them. Like they're just my friends now. Like I still work with them, but
So sick. Yeah.
like they're my friends. Like literally, like I was saying, like I just went to New York City. Like I filmed with them, but like these girls are my friends. Like we talk like other times. Like literally just like I'm friends with them, right? And
Mm.
like when you can like establish like those kinds of relationships, then it like opens a lot of doors. Like I posted something on my story like tagging them, and they put me like on their story. And now I'm getting tons and tons and tons of story views. I'm getting a ton of followers. I'm getting a ton of clicks, right?
I see.
Because like think about that, like from their perspective versus like if they're just like working with someone, that's like just doing the job. Like again, like it all comes down to like who you are, right?
Hmm.
Like from the beginning, like when I first met them, like I approached as like, again, like just with anybody, like I want to put a smile on someone's face. It doesn't matter if I'm trying to get a business opportunity out of you or if I genuinely just want to be your friend. Like I want to put a smile on your face, right? And so for like that instance, like we just like it was like friendly from the beginning, and then just by continuing that relationship, now I'm just friends with them. And like from their perspective, like of course they're gonna like want to put something on my story or on their story, as opposed to like, you know just the videographer they hired. You know what I'm saying? So it's like just separating yourself, right? So I've been very fortunate that like a lot of the people I've gotten to work with are now my friends, and I've befriended them. And they have big followings on social media, and they're being an influencer full time, and doing exactly what I want to do and what I'm working towards. So I think in that aspect, like yes, that is pretty similar. But then what's different is like just like figuring out how to like build an audience and organically like find people that are gonna like resonate with your content and what you're doing. And honestly, like literally until like a month ago, um, it was just like year after year of just like no real results. And I'm still very, very far away from like where I want to be in regards to like my goals for social media. But like you were saying, like what happens if someone is, they keep trying and trying and trying, and there's like no real success? Like that has been me. Like I have been posting on Instagram since like 2017. I've had one video on TikTok that did 100K, but like that's it. Like I've never had a video blow up. Like most of my videos will get like anywhere from like 3 to 500 likes, like nothing crazy. And I'm very grateful for all of those likes. But after like trying and trying and trying over and over and over again with like nothing, it feels like nothing. Like that is such like a demotivating feeling. And there were like so many times, like literally up until like a month ago, where I had moments where I was like, this isn't working. Like, I want to give up. Like, this is just like so frustrating. Like, I keep putting so much of my time and energy into like making these videos that I love. And like, I know that these videos are good. And not only I know that, like, so many people tell me that, but like, I'm not getting like the recognition I feel like I deserve and other people are telling me that I deserve. Like, I felt like I just like kept hitting a wall. And then, dude, literally like 2.5 weeks ago, I posted a video, and it's at like 120K right now. It has like the
Right.
most likes I've ever gotten. It's like probably at like 13K likes. And again, like this isn't like, this isn't anything crazy. Like it's not like, millions and millions of views, but compared to what I usually have been, and what I've been getting for the past like 3-4 years is like, 10,000 views at most, like 500 likes is a good post. And now like 13,000 likes, I'm like, whoa, like that's crazy. So throughout all of that, and I've known this, but again, everyone struggles with self-doubt and everything, but you really just have to keep going. Like everyone says it, and it's like the most cliche thing, but things are cliche for a reason. Like you just have to keep going. And like that was like the first video that like kind of felt like a little bit of a break for me, although I still feel very, very far away from where I want to be in regards to my social media. But like that to me is just living proof that like if you just keep persisting, if you keep going, no matter how many times you feel like it's not working or you're not going to get results, like just keep pushing, like keep pushing, like no matter how far off you seem, like just keep pushing. Because the problem is so many people stop, and I almost stopped when you're like this close, like, and you don't know it, like you could be like this close and you have no idea, and just letting like that thought of like things not working out and it's just like I've had enough. You never know. So yeah, that's what I would say.
And you keep mentioning, your goals for social media. Can you talk a little bit more about your goals maybe for the near future? Also, like, have you thought about what your social media and business goals are for the next like year, 5 years? Like, what's that look like?
Yeah, absolutely. So like I said, right now, I still do a little bit of freelance work, and I will continue to do that for the next 6 months or so. But right now I am definitely trying to put like all of my focus into building up my socials. So I would say like the first thing is completely stopping doing freelance and having my social media be my full-time thing, and having that be a means of finding success and making money. So I'm hoping that at the end of this year, I'll kind of be at a place where I'm starting to get some work from social media. I've already had some brands like reach out to me for like brand deals, which is very different from like working with brands for freelance work. It's like the brand wants to work with me, and like they want my face and my video. It's not just like, hey, we want to work with you because you're a good videographer and editor and we need a good video, right? It's a little bit different, right? So I've already started to get a little bit of that. And so yeah, end of year, I kind of want to be at the point where I'm barely doing any freelance work and like really just like starting to get the ball rolling with like my social media. And then I have one vlog out on YouTube. I've always wanted to do YouTube full time. It's just been a very daunting task, honestly. And also just because, for the past 3 years, my main focus has had to be freelance work and, actually making money. Unfortunately, it's going to take time for me to be making good money from social media. I haven't really been able to do that, but starting in like 2025, I want to be doing YouTube and like build that audience. But ultimately, like, again, like when I was a kid, I would watch all of these YouTubers and, they would just be doing like all of these cool things and having these cool experiences and working with other cool YouTubers and stuff. And like, it just inspired me so much. And it just showed me that like, I really can do whatever I want. It's not going to come easy or instantly, but you really can do whatever you want if you're set to it. And like, I just want to have that same impact of just like, creating these like super cool experiences and getting to travel the world and go to all these beautiful places and do all these cool things and have all these, amazing conversations with all these like-minded people and other creators in my videos, and, have that same impact on, not even just kids, like anyone. Like, go chase your dreams. Like, if you want to like make it happen, like you can make it happen. So that's like where I'm focused on right now. That's honestly like the number one priority in my life right now, is to just like build up the social media. And I know I've been talking about money a little bit. I want to preface like this is not for the money, but like I have to survive. Like I need to make money somehow. So of course I am going to think about the finances of it all as well. But like at the end of the day, like the core like principle and like why am I doing this is because, like I said, I want to have that impact. And like I grew up watching all these cool videos and I was like, oh, I want to do that. Like I want to travel to these places. Like I want to have these experiences. Like I want to go there. Like I want to inspire these kids just like I was inspired. And it's pretty crazy. Like again, I'm so far away from where I want to be. Like, I don't feel like I have like a super like crazy established audience. Like, I have like 6,500 on Instagram. Like, it's not like I have like 100K or anything. But I mean, even like years ago when I had less, like, you know, I would still, I get messages from kids like, dude, like, your videos are so cool. Like I want to live a life like yours. Like, you're traveling, like doing all of these things. And I'm just like, holy shit. Like, that is like the craziest feeling. Like, now that I've already had that impact, like, I've already been able to have some sort of impact on other people and gotten to inspire other people to, you know, chase their dreams and, you know, do what their heart truly desires and what they're passionate about. So we're getting the social media up. That's the goal. That's the goal. I'm not saying this to be like cocky or arrogant. It's just like, I know myself, and I've had a lot of other people tell me this. People that have been in the social media game for a while and have millions and millions and millions of followers and have gotten billions of views, like, you know, they know what they're talking about. And like, I really do genuinely believe that I'm going to do things a little bit differently. The things that I want to do in the space are going to be different from what someone's done in a while. Yeah, I'm excited to have this grow and have an impact on some people.